kitchen with pen. Now, do you remember a week or so ago, Steve was poorly, he's still poorly, but I did his Steve Does Thursdays, and I reviewed a Ginsters Festive Slice, and it was okay. No, it was better than okay. It was all right actually, but I thought, do you know what? I reckon I can make that, and I can make it bigger. What disappointed me was the amount of chicken that was in the slice. Okay, so I've got some turkey that I cooked a few weeks back and froze. I've got that, you know, festive, let's go turkey, eh? Let's go turkey. And in this bowl here, I have got some stuffing, and once the stuffing was mixed, I added in and cooled, I added in some chopped cooked potatoes and some chopped chopped smoked bacon. Okay, and I mixed it all together, and so I've got some ready rolled puff pastry. Yes, we'll be lazy with this. I've got an egg wash, I've got some sage because this had sage in it, and that really upped the ante on the flavour. And I'm going to put a little bit of coarse salt on the top. So what I need to do is bring you down so you can see what I'm doing. Right, I've taken about 2/3 of the pastry and I have cut it into 4 rectangles, and we're going to start, and this is really set up now, by adding some stuffing to the bottom, or what will be the bottom of our festive slice. So let's add some, and you know, you can, I think you can see the, there's a lot of potato there, you can see the potato, you can see the herbs that are in the stuffing, and it was just a plain common or garden sage and onion stuffing mix that I used, and you can see the bits of bacon. Right, so I'm just making 2 because it's for lunch. This mix can be frozen, so if I fancy just freezing it, in actual fact it would make a nice stuffing to go with the turkey itself on the big day, wouldn't it? Right, so there's a layer of stuffing, and then the chicken, it was lovely, but it was a bit mean, there wasn't a lot of it, so I'm going to make sure that we're going to get some turkey in every bite. So I'm going to go on top with the turkey. Right, now what would be absolutely gorgeous would be some cranberry sauce, but I tend to make my own cranberry sauce and I haven't got any, so sorry. Right, and then I'm just going to put another much thinner layer of the stuffing on top. So I'm going to do that and we'll come back. Right, then we have turkey, we have stuffing, we have turkey, we have stuffing. And now what I need to do is I need to use the egg wash to brush round the edges here so that we can seal, not conceal, the other pastry on the top. Right, and because I like sage, okay, let me find which one says sage, that one. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on top of there so that we're going to get a nice sagey flavour if the stuffing isn't sagey enough. Right, and then all we do is we're going to take these bits and we're going to pop them on top, and we're going to seal to make sure that our filling isn't going to come out. Right, and make sure it's nice and tight, you know, like if you're making ravioli or something, around the filling. So 1 and 2. Right, so we're going to do that. As I say, make sure that's nice and tight. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to egg wash these sides, because I'm going to tart those up a bit because they look a bit scruffy. I mean, who cares, we're going to eat it, but let's just tart those up a little bit. And I think we'll, if I can, kind of pull them up in on themselves just to make sure that that seal is sealed. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to carry on doing this. They're all done, so let's just egg wash the tops because we want them nice and golden. And I've moved them onto the baking tray, and I am preheating my oven at 190, and we'll cook them for between 20 and 25 minutes. Now the only thing that needs cooking is the pastry. Remember, the whole of the filling is cooked, so it is only the pastry that needs cooking. And just like anything, we're going to need to have some slits in the pastry so that it doesn't become soggy. So I'm going to make quite a few. There you go, 5. Oh, this one might get 6. There you go. 6 on that one. And then with our sage, we're going to douse the top of the pastry. Don't like sage, use another herb, or don't use a herb at all. It's entirely up to you. And I really do wish that I did have some cranberry sauce, because it would really lift these. And then I'm going to take some coarse sea salt and I'm going to sprinkle that over the top too, and that will give it a nice crunch too. So, right, as you heard, I hope, our oven is preheated, so in they go, and we'll see them in about 20-25 minutes. Well, I'm going to tell you now, I know I said these were for lunch, but they are huge. So these will be dinner because they are that big. Honestly, Lidl's ready rolled puff pastry is excellent. It really, really does rise beautifully. I mean, can you take a sneaky look in there? We've only got 20 seconds to go, and they look absolutely delicious. With the remaining pastry, I made some sausage rolls, only they're not sausage rolls, they're turkey and stuffing sausage rolls. So, whoa, they're there. I can't show you them because I've just dropped them. Hang on, let's get one to show you. Right, there they are, and I've got some red currant jelly in those. Couldn't have me cranberry, so I thought, aha, I've got red currant jelly. Right, that's cooked. You ready for a look? I mean, I feel like I'm cheating because I've already looked, haven't I? But here we go. What do you think to those? Now, you know, personally, I think they're bloody hot. So I'm just going to take them off on the parchment paper. In fact, one doesn't want to come off, does it? It wants to stay there. It was having a nice time in that warm oven. So let's now pop the sausage rolls on, ready to go in. There we go. Let's just Sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. I do apologise. But what I was doing was cutting this bit of parchment paper so that there's 2 on each piece. And they're going to go in. And they're going to go. They won't take as long. I'm going to know those for about 18 minutes, I think. 18, there we go. And start. But let's have another look at these. There. Ooh, I tip it and they start to slide, but they don't look too shabby. And just get a knife and do what everybody does now. Listen to this. Stop that for a moment. Can you hear? So nice and crispy. Pop those back on and give them a minute or so to cool, and then we can try them. I mean, actually, I'm saying, yeah, they're going to be for dinner. It's a lot of pastry. I probably won't eat all that pastry, and Steve probably won't either. But it's definitely, I've got them hands, a good handful, isn't it? And look, it's cooked underneath too. So let them cool. We'll be back. Right then, Steve's got his. I've made a cup of tea. There we go. As we did before, I'm going to move you so that you can see me cut into it. Right then, let's get this cut open. Beautifully crispy pastry. Hopefully no soggy bottom. No, not really, no. But look at the amount of meat we have in there. That's the crucial difference, isn't it? Right. I'm going to taste it exactly as I did the Ginsters Festive Slice. It's chicken and stuffing, or as I said, stuffing and chicken. So, well then, let's give this a taste. I mean, look, you can see the stuffing, you can see the chicken, you can see bits of bacon, you can see the potato. So let's try it. Gosh, it's going to be hot still. Really hot. For me, I want more sage, but I'll probably put a little bit of sauteed onion in there. But to be honest, that ain't bad at all. That is not bad at all. I'm liking that. So, another bite. Getting little bits of the smoked bacon. More sage for me, but to have all that meat in there is good. So honestly, Ginsters Festive Slices, yeah, they're good. Post Christmas, you're thinking, oh, I'll make too much stuffing. Oh, I've got turkey left over. What can I do with it? You'll have some cranberry sauce as well. So pop that in there and make these festive slices, because they're definitely worth it. Thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a thumbs up. Any comments, write them down below. I'm happy to reply. And we'll see you all again very soon. And if you could, give us a hype. That would be wonderful. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.